Good morning, everyone, especially to Doc Mick Morales. It was a great learning experience when groups 1 and 2 presented their instructional materials. The group number 1 showcased the PhET simulation, which I am familiar with as I used the platform during the first quarter for the topic on light. The students were able to navigate different aspects of the color spectrum and the color vision. Group 2 introduced us the Nearpod, which is very engaging for students and a platform that is new to me. Now, I am just about to have short presentation since the first and second groups had already presented their knowledge on several key aspects regarding the instructional materials in science education. Now, let's move to the importance of instructional materials in science education. When we talk about instructional materials, these are essential tools that enhance the teaching and learning processes in science education. They provide the resources needed to convey complex scientific concepts effectively, making them more understandable and relatable for students. The overview of presentation structure. This presentation will cover the critical role of instructional materials, so the procedures for selecting them and their influence on professional development for educators. Let's move on to the critical role of instructional materials, accessibility and engagement, or the simplifying complex concepts. So the instructional materials such as diagrams, models, and multimedia resources help break down intricate scientific ideas into manageable parts, making them easier for students to grasp. When we talk about promoting scientific literacy, by using various instructional materials, the educators can foster a deeper understanding of scientific principles, encouraging students to think critically about scientific issues and their relevance to everyday life. When we talk about on hands-on learning or facilitating experiential learning opportunities, materials like lab equipment, simulations, and interactive activities allow students to engage directly with scientific phenomena, reinforcing theoretical knowledge through practical application. About diverse learning needs, or it is addressing varied learning styles and backgrounds, instructional materials can cater to different learning preferences. So that includes the visual, auditory, kinesthetic, and backgrounds, ensuring that all students have equitable access to learning opportunities. So in selecting instructional materials assessment procedures or evaluating curriculum needs and learning objectives, so the educators must assess the specific requirements of their curriculum and align materials with defined learning outcome to ensure that they meet educational goals. Now let's talk on about the importance of accuracy and relevance. So in selecting materials that are scientifically accurate and relevant to the curriculum is really crucial for maintaining educational integrity and providing students with up-to-date information. So that is also very important. So these are the selection criteria. So it includes the age appropriateness, cultural sensitivity, and accessibility. So the material should be suitable for the developmental level of students. So it is culturally inclusive and accessible to all learners, including those with disabilities. So alignment with educational standards. So the instructional materials should align with local or national educational standards to ensure that they contribute effectively to student learning. There are common challenges, no? So these are the budget constraints, resource limitation, biases in content. So the educators often face challenges such as limited funding for purchasing high-quality materials or encountering bias or outdated content that does not reflect diverse perspectives. Now let's move on to the influence on professional development growth through selection process. The first one is enhancing critical thinking and curriculum planning skills, the continuous learning, and the impact on teaching philosophy. When we talk about enhancing critical thinking and curriculum planning skills, the process on selecting instructional materials encourages educators to critically evaluate resources and plan curricula that are engaging and effective to all learners. Then, when we talk about continuous learning, so adapting materials for different contexts, so engaging with a variety of instructional materials allows teachers to develop flexibility in their teaching practices and adapt resources to meet the unique needs of their classroom. So about the impact on teaching philosophy, so in here, shaping educators' approaches to instruction. So the experiences gained from selecting and using diverse instructional materials can significantly influence a teacher's philosophy regarding pedagogy and student engagement. So in conclusion, instructional materials are vital in science education as they enhance understanding, promote engagement, and support diverse learning needs. Their careful selection not only improves student outcomes but also contributes to the professional growth of educators. By addressing the challenges associated with resource limitation and ensuring alignment with educational standards, schools can create an effective learning environment that benefits all students. Okay, that's end my part. Thank you everyone for listening.